Hi, I'm Caitlin Busante for the Harvard Westlake Chronicle here in the Feldman Horn Gallery to report on the launch of the latest Photography 3 showcase on the Vietnam War. I'm here with Emma Spencer, the curator of the show. So, what inspired you to sort of create the show?
Yeah, so my photography teacher and I, Mr. O'Malley, decided to come up with this project, and it's a database about Vietnam. That's basically how we started it. We just said we're going to find people and things and take photographs of them that were involved with Vietnam, and we kind of made our own personal database basically based off of the Ken Burns documentary on PBS about Vietnam. It's just titled Vietnam. It's incredible, and we kind of wanted to do a tribute to that. So we found all these people, went to all these different places, and just kind of accumulated everything that we had and made this show.
Mm-hmm. And what were your goals for the audience when they were seeing this show?
Our main goal was probably for people to kind of understand what it felt like 50 years ago when people were going through all of this. Every day is basically like a couple years ago, and a couple years in the future is kind of like the 50-year anniversary for Vietnam. So our goal was to kind of create the feeling that everyone was feeling earlier, especially I think for high school students it's important to know, because most of these kids that we interviewed, or not kids, they were kids then, were going to Vietnam when they just graduated high school or college. So for us, it's crazy to think that, most of my friends this year, guy friends, if we had been born 50 years earlier, would be drafted and possibly going to Vietnam. So I think it was important for people to kind of understand that, learn about Vietnam history, and kind of put themselves in the shoes of the people back then.
And what was the process of creating this show like?
It was a little stressful. It was long. I've been working on it since June. So basically, I found people, interviewed people from everywhere. The person behind me is my grandfather. And so it kind of started with my grandfather. And from there, I asked him if he knew anyone. I reached out to the New York Times, the Washington Post, and I got a lot of good feedback from them. And I interviewed all the faculty. I emailed all the faculty here, and that's where we got Mr. Whitney and Mr. Werner to be part of the project. And then we'd also just show up places. Like we went to Little Saigon, which is in Orange County, which is a very large Vietnamese population there. And we went to the VA in Brentwood to interview people and take photographs of the VA. And we just basically emailed, everyone, and just did a lot of research and tried to do that. Yeah.
And do you have any goals for the show beyond Feldman Horn? Are there any future plans that you have?
So what I'm hoping to do is continue the project because I've been so passionate about it for the last 6 months, and now that it's over, I don't really know what to do. So I want to continue it. I think what we're hopefully going to try to do is find another gallery space to continue to show the show so that we can have a public viewing, because I think it's important for the veterans to know that even if we're teenagers and seniors in high school, that there are people that are still thinking about them and caring about them.